cutie pies. We're going to eat some breakfast together. I've been seeing Trisha Paytas's videos on my following page, on my For You page. I follow her, but I don't go to my following page. I don't watch that page. I watch my For You page on TikTok. So occasionally she'll filter to the For You page, which is nice because I get to see her videos. But she's been eating bagels a lot lately. So I don't think she'll see this. Maybe she'll see this video, but if she does, Trisha, I hope you try this bagel because it's delicious. It's called the All-Nighter from Einstein. It's my personal favorite. Has a chipotle mayo, and to me the best part is the cheesy hash brown bagel. So it has a cheesy hash brown bagel, and then it's got a chipotle mayo schmear, and then eggs and bacon, and it's delicious. Oh, and I got some of the hash browns. Truth be told, I don't love their hash browns. Their hash browns are like cheesy hash browns. They're not my favorite. I usually take a bite every time and remember why I don't like them. Yeah, they smell cheesy. Yeah, they're alright. I've never enjoyed those. The dogs like it, and I get it to meet the requirement, the minimum requirement. Anyway. New photo shoot today. I'm finishing my photo shoot, so feel free to check that out on my Patreon. Look at this bad boy. Cheesy hash brown bagel. This is literally my favorite. It's I don't get it very often, but today I decided I will. Cheers. Oh, there's a dog hair on it already. You want a bite? Delicious. It's very simple, but the bagel makes it. And I heard Trisha's a fan of bagels, so that's why I'm like, I've been seeing her videos. She's been eating bagel videos, bagel sandwiches in her videos, and it's been making me crave them. I love it when like a influencer or something makes you crave something and you have a spot to get it, you know? Like if I saw an influencer and they were eating like tacos or something, I started craving like carne asada tacos, I would go to Filiberto's. Like I have a spot. And so it makes it just like so much better when you eat it because it's like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to get from where and everything. This is so good. Smoke a bowl. Well, I already have one packed. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for joining me. Hope you had a magnificent day yesterday. I'm still working on my rent, so I'm quite behind on it, like $2,000 behind, so I could use all the subs I could get. If you want to donate, there's a link in my bio. I know not everybody wants to see my buns. Some people prefer to donate. Keep a roof over my head helps me create content, at least good content. So, thank you for those who helped me with that. Oh my god. The potatoes. Good boy. Need the light on. Sweetheart. This is pretty much like potato together with cheese. I don't love it, but they don't mind it. The little beast under my bed. He's so cute. I love him. He's so cute, Odin. Too cute. Okay, this guy. Gentle, please. Gentle, okay? Gentle, okay? Gentle, okay? I'm taking pictures because he looks so pretty. Gentle. Good boy. Okay. How to get some water. Anywho's, this is delicious. The mayo, so good. If I could have a critique, I hate cheap bacon. When it's thin and, you know, too not cooked well too. Sometimes that happens. This bacon today is good, but not all the time. Anywho, I hope you guys conquer the day today. Don't give a shit what anyone thinks about you. Just do what you want. Do anything you want, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. There's hair all over my hands. Imagine that. Oh. If I would have let people discourage me, I'd be working a regular 9 to 5 and be even more sick than I am now. People always think they know what's best for you, and people are guided by their own fears and insecurities most of the time. So, I don't listen to other people. I do sometimes. Like, obviously I don't know everything. But I don't let people dissuade me, you know. People make fun of me now all the time. I'm used to people making fun of me, so that's kind of, it's been normal for me. So it's been easier for me to just kind of do whatever I want, because they always make fun of me, you know. I feel like I've always had a target, not to be like, oh, woe is me, but because my joints and, like, you know, I've always been different looking and whatnot. So, which, it's whatever. I never thought of it as a bad thing, but it's allowed me to embrace myself and just do whatever I want and be authentically me. Like, for me, I mean, I made a video about it, but if you're new, you don't know this, but you probably don't unless you watch the video. But I used to work corporate. I worked for tech support. I really enjoyed it, but I can't sit at a desk for long hours, and a lot of people don't understand that when you have a chronic illness, it's not just like being sick and in pain. It's mentally draining. Like, brain fog happens, you become forgetful, and like do things you normally wouldn't do. Like, I don't know, like maybe you would accidentally categorize a call in a certain box when normally you wouldn't when you were thinking right, you know? It's little things like that, because like when I was in a lot of pain and overdoing it, I became so forgetful and so like doing things I wouldn't normally do. Like, you know, putting something in the fridge that doesn't even belong in the fridge, but like I just, you know, my brain wasn't there. And people don't understand how drastic that can be when you have severe pain and stuff. So there's a bunch of reasons why I don't do normal work, but I don't think I'm made for normal work. And I know a lot of people can laugh at that, which they do, and that's okay. But I've always dreamt of working for myself. So like, I'm doing it. I'm not big successful person yet at it yet, because I've been battling this chronic illness thing at the same time. But me personally, the fact that I'm doing this decent, at least with my joints and how they are, makes me feel like, okay, when I'm healthy, it's gonna be 10 times better, if not more. I try not to think like that though, because I don't like to think about lots of things in the future will bring me happiness, but I don't like to rely on that to bring the happiness that I'm looking for in that scenario. So I try to embody that happiness now, you know, if that makes sense. You know, a lot of people shit on me for just the social media thing, but I'm trying, you know. I haven't made it there yet, but for a bit, I almost got there, but my account got taken down on OF, and then my TikTok account that reached like 90K got taken down. So I'm very familiar with rebuilding my accounts and stuff. Like, every time I do, it goes viral. The account goes to like 20, 30K. So now I'm like, okay, well, I've got something, you know. Now I gotta figure out how to utilize it. And before, like, I would just goof around and go viral for no reason. But now I'm like, okay, now I can use this to make sure I have the medicine that I need, a roof over my head, food in my belly. I don't do much because of how my joints are, as you guys know. Like, the most I do is go for a car drive. And even then, that's limited to how long I can do that. But, you know, if I let people discourage me, I wouldn't be doing this. And I know my accounts and negatives and stuff, like opening the video probably wasn't that great encouraging that way, but I don't see it as a big deal. I know with what I do, it could be made in one day, it could be made in a week, you know? So it's all about just keeping positive. And I've learned that when you stay positive about these things, that happens. And once I get better, then I'll focus on building more and more and more in my accounts. But right now, I'm solely focused on my health and stuff, and a lot of people have their health. A lot of people have great health. They don't need someone to take care of them, like, physically. I do. Hence why I'm in, like, a process to get a caregiver. So, I think people, like, look at me, because I sit up and I present myself this way. And people see that as normal, but if I came on here presenting myself sick as fuck, I don't like to be, like, in the negatives. Like, not literally speaking, but like I don't like to mentally be like always negative. Like I know I'm sick, but I don't like to be like, oh, woe is me, let me just lean into being sick. No, I like to embody the opposite, the better side of things. While I'm poor as fuck and sick as fuck, like I don't say those words to myself on a daily basis. I tell myself I'm abundant, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, you know, while I'm not exactly there right now, I will be there. And thankfully my illness is it's it's not, it is permanent, but it's not permanent. Like I will have this my whole life, but the hip swelling is not going to be my whole life. It's hip swelling and then it'll go down. And then, oh, boom, ankles are swollen and then those will go down. And boom, knees are swollen and then those go down. And then maybe I'll have a couple years with no swelling. So that's kind of what it's like. But my life is a lot different than other people's. And sometimes people don't like when I say that. And I've come to learn it's because they think I'm special. But they think I'm special. It's like I think everyone's special. So of course I think I'm special. I think everyone is. I treat myself as if I have a purpose, you know. And a lot of people do not walk around as if they have a purpose. And the energy is different. You go about things different, and people recognize you differently when you actually have a sense of purpose. And that's where I try to tell you guys, you know, even if you don't want to like save the world, you have a purpose here, and just being you, just figuring out you, learning who you are, going through that learning journey, that's your purpose, you know. Making the mistakes to learn through them, that's your purpose. So if you can embrace that without, you don't need a huge goal of like, oh, I'm going to live in a castle, be a billionaire and save all these, you know, you don't need all that. And literally just like for me, I don't know what's going to happen in my life. Would I love to achieve my goals on social media and my restaurant and all my future goals that I've been wanting and working towards? Yeah. But I could say I tried. And a lot of people don't even do that because they're too scared. So I'm telling you, a lot of people are scared because of the judgment of others. And you just got to stop letting others' judgments affect you. People who are busy judging others in a negative way like that, they do that to divert their focus on what's to judge in their life, you know, probably a lot. Because for me, there's not much going on in my life. My life is pretty peaceful. I'm very happy despite my joint circumstance and bills. Nothing really stresses me out. And you would never find me being mean to someone unless they openly, like, came at me sideways, you know? And I can see people's like under insecurities. So if you're gonna come at me sideways, just know I will open up that can of worms. I fucking will, because it's not something that you will say to anyone, but it's something I know, and you don't think I know it. But if you're gonna be a dick to me, I don't need to be a dick to you. I just gotta tell you who you are that you're hiding from people and immediately shut you down. And so that's kind of how I do it. So, but a lot of people shit on me to, you know, get a job and blah blah. That's like the normal thing that trolls say all the time anyway. And it just doesn't hit the same, especially because it's always guys. And firstly, shouldn't you be at your job? Like, why are you here harassing me online? You know, I will never see someone harassing me or being mean to me online. I don't think they're happy with their life. So people could talk shit all they want about what I do for a living. That I have no money, blah blah. I literally don't care. Because to be in that mindset to shit talk people like that, to talk poorly on them while they're already in a circumstance, I'm grateful I don't have that mindset. I'm grateful I'm not that kind of person, because that translates into everything, like how you drive, how you treat teamwork, how you lead people, how everything. So, you know, I heard a saying, how you do one thing is how you do everything. While I kind of believe that, I don't think it's to everything, but I kind of believe it is in a way. So I kind of see it as that way the older I get. And I try to embody it myself. Like if someone were to look at me and be like, well, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And that's why, like, I try to approach my platforms with integrity, honesty, transparency. And I don't mean this influencer transparency. I don't mean like, oh, I'm gonna pretend to have a sick day to be relatable to you guys to make money. I don't make money on this platform. I'm just trying to teach you guys many things in a subconscious way by showing you. I would rather show. That's my leadership style. I will run with you. I won't just tell you to run, you know. I can't run right now, but, you know, metaphorically speaking. But that, you know, I'm not a big influencer, but I know I'll make it there, and I know I've got the power, whatever you want to call it, the it factor. And I'm not, like, I know how to build accounts and stuff like that. I'm not unfamiliar with building accounts and stuff or being on camera. And I would rather show from, like, the very bottom to the top, so that way people who are just joining me now, who join me in the future, can know that, like, I am not this bullshitting influencer. If I can do it, you can do it. And I know not all the ways that I do things are traditional, but I do things that are best for me in the best way I can think of, right? And that's where I don't let people sway me, because, for instance, the haters like to come onto my page a lot, and I talk about RSO. This is RSO. This is RSO. So I talk about RSO a lot, because it's like my medicine. Not like it is. It's the only thing. It's the only thing that helps my joints. It's the only thing that is actively making the swelling go down little bit by little bit every day. And it's the only thing that alleviates some of the pain. And it doesn't work like, it does work like ibuprofen for me, where I can take it and then, like, boom, the pain's gone. But it more works better when it's a buildup. Like, I'm noticing the more consistent I take it, I feel like it's building up in my body or something. Like, it, the more I take it, the better results I'm getting. So a lot of people don't know that I'm bedbound. Like, the only time I go out is to go to the dispensary and to go to the laundromat. And sometimes to pick up my groceries. Oh, and to pick up my meds. But rarely do I pick up groceries now, because I'm doing delivery lately. Because my joints. So a lot of people don't see that side, because, well, they see this and they think I look healthy, normal, blah, blah. You know, I'm not. I don't know what to tell you. Like, my knee is swollen, my hand joints are swollen, and people can even see that. And so I don't understand where the haters are coming from. And I don't need to, but it's like, if you can see that, why do you want me to go find a 9 to 5? I know why. Because I would be just as miserable as them if I was in a 9 to 5. And that's why I'm not working one. Because a lot of people don't understand that when you have severe chronic illness, stress itself will make it flare. And for me, when I say flare, it means my joints swell. Like, I remember when I was younger and I would have arguments with my boyfriend, and the next day my joints would be so swollen. I'd be like, what the hell? And I come to find out, stress creates, like, that cortisol, that stress hormone that's kind of like the prednisone, and that can be bad for your body at times, which is so funny. Like, I'm very curious on prednisone, because it mimics, it's a synthetic cortisol, synthetic steroid, so it mimics that, which can cause swelling, but with them, they've somehow manipulated it in a way where it can control swelling. I'm not too sure how they did that. I'm not a scientist, nor am I a medical person, so obviously out of my scope. But if you're someone who does that kind of stuff, fuck yeah. And the other thing is, I think a lot of people lack self-love. Because if you loved yourself a lot, you wouldn't compare yourself to other people. And you wouldn't compare your journey to theirs. Like, I remember seeing this video of this little kid, and he was so excited to get the gift that he wanted. And then he looked over, and the kid next to him got, like, a PS5 or something. I can't tell if this is makeup. I have a little zit right here, so Can't tell if it's red from that. It's annoying me. Anyway, and he was so excited at his toy, but he looks over at the kid with the PS5 and he pretend faints. But you can see that he was like, what the, and comparison is a thief of joy, The thing is when you compare, it's like, the value of that monetarily is more, but to you, is it worth anything? Like, I could get a hip replacement, and that's meant for me, right? So if you looked at monetary value, yeah, it'd be worth something, but if you were given a hip replacement, it wouldn't serve you as much as it would serve me, right? And I'm sure that kid would have loved the game system or whatever, but who's to say that he wouldn't be getting one for his birthday and it was a special edition? Maybe he liked Halo and it was like a Halo edition Xbox or something, I don't know if that is a thing. I'm just making shit up right now. But you never know what the universe has in store for you. And if you want something, the universe will give it to you, right? And that's where I have no problem going after it. People can make fun of me for going after it, but once I go after it and once I get it, people are then going to be looking at me to see, okay, how did she do it? And I literally have that happening right now. So people can shit on me, but I'm doing that in a matter of autoimmune system wise, monetary, like financial wise, social media wise, business wise, spiritual wise, manifestation wise. Like there's so many different things I'm trying to hit on the head with my platform. And it's just to kind of help people. And it's also helping me. And that's why I do it, because it's such a good tool for me to use to help myself and talk about things that I don't really talk with a therapist. I like talking to myself. And so what I found is that actually talking to the camera instead of talking to myself helps it get out more. Because although I talk to myself internally, the verbal of it is just so different. And there is something that I read years ago, actually, now that I think of it, that like actually speaking it out energetically does something. And I talked about this before, how like your chakras, where they're separated by like these spider web like type filaments. So when you have healed your chakras, those filaments are very strong and they're not weak. There's many of them. And it's kind of like a pathway for signals and stuff to travel through. So, through this journey, I have learned a lot, and I just want to pass it on to help people. Because a lot of people are struggling. I'm still slightly struggling, but I'm on the cusp of things just getting better. I know I am. I don't think it'll be overnight, but I think it will happen, And while others think it might be delulu and stuff, I think it will happen because I know it in my bones. Like, it's hard to describe, but like I know these things in my bones. Like when I did a video on this, like when I talked about moving into my home where I'm now. I knew I had to pack. Like I felt it in my bones. Like you need to pack. And I don't know how to describe it. It's more than a gut feeling. And that's where, on a spiritual level, I wish to teach people how to listen to their gut, how to understand and learn how to listen to your gut, What is the path that you take to start listening to your gut, all these things, I started to I really wanted to dive into the spiritual world and, like, get the things that I wanted, but I couldn't physically and financially. I didn't have that at my hands. So I had to figure out like how, and I went through this phase when I was younger, and I talked about this too, where when I was younger, I was going through a lot of abuse with my stepmom, and she would drink a lot. My dad was in jail for hitting her because when he drank, he would hit her a lot. And I think he was like very insecure in relationships. And then she would bring home guys, and she'd be drunk. She would hit me a lot, hit my brother a lot, neglect us a lot, and stuff like that. Trigger warning, sorry. Too late. But anyway, we were Mormon back then, and I got so sick of just the abuse. Like, she was just very jealous, a very jealous woman, and she still is. And she would just do things to me and my brother that were just fucking crazy. And so I just got sick of it one night because I felt like I tried to tell the church, I tried to tell my grandparents, and nobody was listening to me. So I broke out the Bible and read that bitch in a full day, and I literally read it all that night. And the whole night I just stayed up reading the full Bible. I was, page turning it, page turn. Like, I was so curious because I was like, there's something to this. Like, people are bound to this book here. There's got to be something. And so that's where I started my journey, and now I find myself reapproaching that journey in a deeper sense, but not in a God sense, in a more universal energy, which is God, but sense. And then I didn't understand it, but that's where that start of this was that long ago. And actually, it was so funny because I think I have this weird feeling. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna not say that. Anyway, I gotta keep it to myself, is what I'm hearing. But yeah, when I got into this place, it was crazy because I never applied for this home. The apartment complex that I was in, the rental company that I was with, they just approved me for this place. I remember applying for all these places, and I kept getting denied. And then I just was crying, woke up Monday upset because all these emails saying I'm rejected, denied, whatever, and I was like, what the fuck? What do I do? Like, I thought I was supposed to pack. I feel crazy, I feel let down, I feel disappointed, I feel all these things, like, am I even making the right decision here? And then I look at my phone again, and boom, all of a sudden it's like an acceptance letter for a new place. And I literally thought it was a scam. It didn't even look like a real acceptance letter. I was like, what? And so I had to call them, make sure, email them, like, okay, like, is this for sure? Like, boom, And that's where, like, I try to show by action, like, the universe has your back if you just take those leaps of faith. And people can call it crazy, people can call it delulu, people can make fun of me, people can make fun of the fact that I'm not rich right now, but most people aren't either, so I don't care. But a lot of people don't understand that social media takes work too. There's ups and downs to everything. People look at the good things and they think, wow, it must be nice. I guess. The only reason why I started social media is because I got super, super fucking sick. So if you count that as nice, so sick that I couldn't even walk. So a lot of people wouldn't even know what to do if they woke up one day and couldn't walk. How would you go to work? How would you do anything? And I try to tell people, like, you're shitting on me, but I literally have to deal with that every day. And while I don't believe in God, I believe in energy. And I know that people who shit on me, the karma will be literally probably their joints or their health going downhill. And they'll remember exactly that moment. And I know that sounds crazy, but I've seen it happen in real time. I've seen the karma effect happen in real time. And just don't listen to people, okay? Oh yeah, about the RSO though, because like I show about the RSO because I'm trying to show people like holistically how to heal myself and how to heal yourself from an autoimmune illness. And if I can do it, then anyone can do it. Like, I know for a fact anyone could do it because I went from being bedbound crippled to walking, riding my motorcycle again and everything. So once I accomplish that, then that is also something I can give to people, and people will make fun of me because I can't do certain, like, I literally had fucking dudes messaging me on Facebook making fun of me because my joints are swollen. Like, are you in third grade? And even then, whenever I'm around my friends' kids, they don't treat me like that. So I can't even say that you're acting childish because I don't recall any kid in the recent years of my life that I've met treat me poorly because of my joints. People on the internet, like I said, like I've said this before, I think what it is people on the internet, they're stressed in their life. They're coming to the internet to de-stress. And sometimes it's for creativity and stuff like that. That's totally cool. I don't think that applies to this. It might though. But some people don't know how to emotionally regulate and deal with that stress. So they turn mean towards people when they're stressed. And so they'll be mean to you because you're in the pathway for them and to direct their energy. So like I'll post my RSO and the dudes will be like, get a job. What I think, there's so many background things to this that I think, but hold on. But and they're like, oh, that's what you spend all your money on, as if like it's $1 million. But like I said, it's very ironic when a guy is telling me to go get a job. Shouldn't you be at work? Secondly, I know no good man is bullying women on the internet. I would never, my future husband is not out bullying random women on the internet. That's pretty simple. I don't have to explain that one. Secondly, I'm like so transparent, almost to a fault. But I don't mind being transparent because I don't have anything to live up to. I know that sounds kind of mean, but like I am me. I don't have an expected thing to live up to. I want a restaurant, but I'm just kind of going with the flow. I'll know I'll have a restaurant, but there's no way I can manage a restaurant right now when I'm sick. But honestly, I want a wealthy husband. I want a husband that loves me so much, he gets me a restaurant. So that way I don't have to like, kill myself to make sure the restaurant is running. I can enjoy running it and stuff. A lot of dudes will hate hearing that. But if I can get a restaurant myself, then a man needs to be able to get me a restaurant if he deems himself worthy being with me. If I get a restaurant before I meet a man, it's going to be 10 times harder, maybe not, for me to meet a man that lives up to my standards, I'll be honest with you. Because I did all that shit by myself. What do I even need you for? But in my mind, I'm like, okay, maybe that's assuming he's gonna be like a toxic guy that I dated. My perfect man, let's say no money aside, okay? Say I'm a sugar mama. I have a house husband, okay? Let's pretend. I wake up, my coffee's already here because he brought it to me. He's like, what do you want for breakfast, babe? I'm like, your dick. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. First, some hard-boiled eggs, and then... No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he would make me breakfast. And then it'd be delicious. It'd be up to my standards of nutritious whatever, because my dietary needs are very strict, right? So like it could be like potatoes and breakfast meat, but not like has to be a pure breakfast meat, like all beef. Like it can't be like, I don't like mixed. And if it's bacon, it has to be like a very specific brand that I get here that's a local farmer and whatnot. Anyway, so pretty much doting on me hand and foot. I like to have projects. I like to have things for photo shoots, so maybe he would help out with those. I want someone who anticipates my needs. Also, the big thing about Trisha, I could say, is she's the biggest reason why I think love exists. You know, I haven't watched her videos a lot. I recently found her on TikTok. So I haven't, like, indulged in her videos because I don't have time. I will. But whatever floats on my For You page, I watch. I absolutely adore her. I think she's so adorable. I think it's funny that the goth girls, like, really hate her, and I find it's so funny. Trish is so dynamic. I love her. Because I remember hanging out with a group of girls, and they're like, oh my god, Trisha is at it again, pretending to be goth. It's like, it's part of her comedic shtick, but things that she also creatively wants to try. You know? I love her. I think she's great, but she's a big reason why I think love exists, you know, for a fact. You just gotta keep believing, and when you're alone, I think that's giving space for the universe to bring in the person that's meant for you. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for at this point. And I'm just working on myself, knowing that that is what's going to happen because I'm a good person. and I deserve a good person. Yeah, my future house husband would be building a lot of stuff, would be running a lot of errands for me, would be obviously cleaning for me, taking the dogs for a walk, giving me massage. I love massages. Ugh. My back is always tense. And now I know it's because my back muscles are weak because I've been bedridden for so long. So I've been trying to like work out my back muscles. Anyway, I gotta finish my photo shoot today. Don't forget to check out my Patreon and stuff if you're into photo shoots. There's a cosplay tier, which is like very mild, no craziness. Then there's the ONFs, and then there's the spicy noodle tier, which that one's pretty adult-like. But yeah, I'm still like 2K away from my rent goal, so I don't know what's going on with my ear, but there's like a lot of fluid in it lately. This one. I don't know if that's good or bad. Anyway, back to the RSO, yeah. So pretty much like this is the only thing that helps me, and I get these trolls on my page who are like so mean about this. They act like this is like me smoking METH or something. Like I'm getting doped out of my mind or something. First off, this does make you sleepy when it's a 2-to-1, but after like a week or so using it, you get used to it. So this is the only thing that really helps my joints. If it were my choice, though, I would be doubling my dose. I'd take one in the morning and one of these at night. Whoopsies. Because it helps my joints so much. So, if I had the money for that, I would. But, new year, we're starting new things. We're going to get new things. We're going to have new successes. Big month. I want this month to be my best month yet. I hope I sell my painting. Feel free to check out my painting in my Linktree, which will be in my description. My leg hurts. Yeah, I would love to sell that. I'm open for commissions if you want to commission me for any art pieces or anything. Oh. Oh, nice. You got that piece off? Wow. My knee feels very squishy, which is good. It was like kind of hard, which is not good. So maybe that means that the swelling is going down in my knee. Oh, you're so cute, Spudgy. Oh my goodness, you're just a baby. Still gotta get Spudgy surgery too. We're about $1,300 away on that. This month is gonna be a good month. Anyway, feel free to check out my Patreon and stuff. Link in my description, like I said. All of that helps me keep a roof over my head, get my bills paid, whatever. So cute sweater. Yeah, I spend like $400 a month on this stuff. I can't wait till it's allowed with insurance though, because once it's free, well, I don't know, I might have a copay on it, but it's quite a bit a month. But like I said, if I had my medical card, I don't think it'd be as much, but I would still have 2 of these a day if I had the choice. I need some potent stuff. I wonder if Snoop Dogg makes any. Someone tag Snoop Dogg and get him in here to help me get some super RSO that will cure me. Please. Oh my god, that would be so cool if that happened. Right, Spudgy? Oh, goodness. My new Spudge. She's right here. She's a little burrito. So cute. I know you. Anywho, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my shenanigans. I'll have another vlog tonight. I don't know exactly what it'll be, but we'll have another vlog up tonight. Lots of YouTube videos, lots of YouTube shorts and stuff. I'm focusing on YouTube heavily this year. My goal is just to hit the millions. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna keep it in my mind and we're gonna make it. So thank you every single one of you who subscribes and watches. You're helping me reach my goal. So I love y'all. Anywho, have a good Tuesday. I'll see you guys later. I might be on live later. I don't know. On YouTube live. I don't know. But we'll see. But take care of yourselves. Hydrate and eat. I love you. Stay sexy. You're amazing. Don't forget it. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks for eating with me.